Hey now, I found this YouTube video that got over 100,000 views in under 2 weeks, which features a trading system that not only promises, but guarantees profits. Since I never want to lose again, and guaranteed profits sound good to me, I will review and test this trading system using an automated TradingView strategy, which you can download for free using the link in the description. And for those of you who are looking for passive profits, check out my crypto landing channel. But just make sure you're subscribed or your next trade may wind up like this. When testing trading systems, it is hard to account for spreads and fees as they change every second. That is why choosing Henko Trade is so obvious. Their spreads go all the way down to zero, which will not only make your backtesting way more accurate, but also increase your overall profit significantly. Most people just do not understand how important spreads are. But speaking as a U.S. resident, there is so much more, because Henko Trade is the only reputable broker that allows me to trade CFDs like oil and gold, and also allow me to use up to 500 times leverage. There is no KYC, so sign up is super easy, and remember to use my link in the description to get a 100% deposit match of up to $25,000. I call this system the Fugazi, and like most trading systems, it can be adapted to Forex, crypto, options, stocks, indices, or any instrument that has significant volume and market participants. This trading strategy utilizes 3 free TradingView indicators. As always, links and settings to all indicators are listed in the description. The first indicator is the Trader XO Macro Trend Scanner. Inputs and style will be kept at default. This indicator is made up of 2 EMAs and the stochastic RSI. When the 2 lines cross up, there is a green triangle buy signal, and when they cross down, there is a red triangle sell signal. This study will provide the entry triggers. The second free TradingView indicator is the Moving Average Convergence Divergence, otherwise known as the MACD. Per the creator of this system, I am going to set the fast length to 25 and the slow length to 100, and remove both the MACD and signal lines, leaving just the histogram. The MACD is considered a momentum indicator, and in the Fugazi will be used as a micro trend filter. The third and final study to place on the chart is the Exponential Moving Average, or EMA. I am going to set the length to 200 and color it in white. The 200 EMA is going to act as an overall trend filter. Let's go over entry criteria and review some examples. As always, system rules and details are listed in the description below. This is the same chart from the original data trading video, Ethereum versus the US dollar 15-minute candlesticks. The rules to enter along on the Fugazi are: first, the macro trend scanner shows a buy signal as signified by this triangle in green. Second, the MACD is showing a green bar on the histogram. Third, price is trading above the 200 EMA in white. Our rules are met when this candle closes. That is our trigger candle. In the original video, there was no stop loss method specified. Because I recommend trading in reality, I will use the previous swing low as the stop loss level. Additionally, there was no take profit level specified. And because I believe the end goal of any trader should be profit, I am going to set the target at 1 to 2. And long example 1 matriculates to the profit target. If you enjoy this content, make sure to click that like button. I have one more long example. First, there is a macro trend scanner green triangle. Then we can see that price is above the white line. Next, the MACD histogram is green. Everything converges on this candle and it serves as our trigger. The stop is placed at the previous swing low and 2 times risk is the target. And long example 2 hits the target. And now we flip to shorts. This is what I would test for shorts. First, the macro trend scanner prints a sell signal as signified by the red triangle. Second, the MACD histogram is below the 0 line and printed a red bar. Third, price is now below the 200 EMA in white. All of that happens on this candle here. That is our trigger candle. The stop is placed at the previous swing high and target 2 times risk. And short example 1 rapidly hits the profit target. I am going to show you one more quick short example. There is a macro trend sell signal. Price is below the white line. The histogram is showing a red bar. This is our trigger candle. The stop is placed at the previous swing high and the target is 1 to 2. And short example 2 reaches the target. We are going to learn how this guarantee plays out, and I am going to see if it is even possible to improve upon this strategy. And now it's time to do what I do. If you enjoy this content, hit the like button. If you are thinking of using this system, please do extensive back and forward testing and be sure to let our community know what you discover. This test was done on Ethereum versus the US dollar 15-minute candles. This data set provided for 192 trades in just short of 8 months. The win rate came in short of never lose again at 33% with an anemic profit factor of 1. The total gain on account was 1.03%, but if you account for spreads and fees, this would have been a significant loss. Now, what if I tested this exact system on the same instrument, but the 4-hour chart? This data set provided for 86 total trades in over 6 years. The win rate turned out to be 40% with a total gross gain at over 279%, but with a very, very high drawdown. Even though this system is not zero loss as advertised, I have some ideas on how we can make it much, much better. The equity curve on the 15-minute chart looks like a heart rate monitor and is disconcerting. The equity curve on the 4-hour is not very good for half of the test, but then really takes off. This indicates to me there is significant potential on the higher time frames. I give this system a Trader's Landing score of 6. Because while there is no guarantee in trading, the macro trend filter does provide good data, and trend following systems like this will work in trending markets. Remember, the enemy of great is good. I have 6 ideas on how we can improve this system. First, closing the trade at the opposite macro trend scanner signal can yield huge results. Look what happens exiting this short when a buy signal prints. Second, many times you may find that setting the previous swing as your stop may be way too far for a realistic profit target. In those instances, using an ATR multiple can get you in and out of setups much faster with a much higher potential for profit. Next, when using trend-following systems, there are universal rules you should follow. Do not take any setups when price is extended in any direction. Value setups where the stop-loss level is guarded by a strong place of support or resistance. And conversely, do not take trades where your profit targets are guarded by key market levels or lie too far away from your entry. Fourth, zooming out on the chart or going to the higher time frame is key before deploying a trend-following system. Here we can see a very choppy market, which is great for something like EasyBot, which is a free crypto bot I discuss in our community, but the Fugazi would perform terribly during this market segment. Additionally, during very impulsive conditions, using a trailing stop loss like the 50 EMA will allow you to capture huge market moves. Often, when a market is going in one general direction, the 200 EMA can be a place of dynamic support. Look at these points of contact, and then this happens. If you want to talk to me and interact with our community, in addition to supporting the work I am doing here, you can do so for free by registering for our Circle community. And those who pick up a premium or elite membership will have access to the discussion and education spaces, in addition to the TradingView automated scripts and a private video on my own personal trading system. Thanks for watching and have a great day, because you deserve it.